Hi everyone. Section 4 then, expanding brackets and collecting terms. If you're having troubles with this, there's no hard and fast rule here. You know, I get asked a lot, well, is there a method for this, or which one should we multiply first, and that kind of thing. It all comes with, I know it's not very helpful, but it all comes with experience. You just kind of, as you get more into it, you just see like, oh, this one probably is a bit easier, you know. I guess personally I would go for the easier ones first and the ones that are next to each other, right? You know, I wouldn't start switching orders around necessarily. It all depends on the scenario. So the thing is to be systematic and disciplined, okay? Now, let's talk a bit then. So the 2x plus 1 is going to stay, and we're just going to focus on this x minus 1 times x minus 2. Now, make sure that you've got everything, right? If I've got some two brackets times each other like this, I'm expecting 3 terms, aren't I? I'm expecting a 3-term quadratic with an unknown a, b, and c. I know that this is wrong if someone gives me, oh, well, x times x is x squared, and minus 1 times minus 2 is plus 2. That's a 2-term quadratic, yet you've got 2 different brackets multiplying each other, and it's not a difference of 2 squares. So if you just saw the previous video on difference of 2 squares, it's not x take 1 and x plus 1. So the only time you get a 2-term quadratic when you're multiplying out brackets is when this number's the same and this number's the same, and you've got a plus or minus in there. But you don't. So every other time I'm expecting 3 terms to come out. So you just got to be systematic on how you actually multiply these things out. Now, when I was training, when I was teaching in GCSE, I used to say that call this the fish. You know, it looks a bit like a crab claw or whatever funky animal you want to go for. Okay, but I'm gonna stick with a fish. I quite like that. So it's gonna look like a fish fin. I think a crab claw is more accurate, actually. You'll see. You decide, and maybe we'll do some kind of vote or something, and the winner can get a minstrel. So x times x, we know is x squared, yeah? And I would always opt for doing everything I can with the x. So do everything with the x, and then once you're done with it, move on to the next number. So x times minus 2 is minus 2x, and now minus 1 times x is minus x, and minus 1 times minus 2 is plus 2. Do you see what I mean by the fish? You got the fish fin there, right? Kind of like one of those Siamese fighting fish or angel fish or whatever, you know? Yeah, like that. Pretty good off the cuff, I'd say. And then we need to actually collect terms. So I would not multiply out by the 2x plus 1 yet. I would simplify this first. That's a key theme. Okay, simplify first. There we go. Now you've got the arduous task of doing it again, but you've got to do it 3 times per number. So do everything we can with the 2x first. So 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. 2x times minus 3x is minus 6x squared. 2x times 2 is 4x. Done everything with that number. Move on to the next number. So plus 1 times x squared is x squared. Plus 1 times minus 3x is minus 3x, and plus 1 times plus 2 is plus 2. We've got our big fish fin this time. Let's call it the whale fin, and then we can collect terms. So 2x cubed, you can cross them off if you like. So got that. Now where's all the x squareds? There's that and there's that. So that's minus 5x squared. Cross them off if you want. 4x times minus 3x is going to be plus x, and the plus 2 is all there. So we box our final answer, and we're done. Last example then. This time we've got x's and y's. Again, like, is there a specific order to do these things? I don't really think so. But I kind of like the 2x on the outside. I kind of like to go for the things on the right if they look convenient. There's no best way, I don't think, but this to me seems like a sensible option. So leave the 2x on the outside, and we'll do what we did before. So just do everything with the 2x first. So 2x times x squared, 2x squared. Sorry, 2x times x. x squared. 2x times y is plus 2xy, yeah? 2x times minus 2 is minus 4x. And that's everything with the 2x. Now minus 3y times x is minus 3xy. Minus 3y times y is minus 3y squared. And minus 3y times minus 2 is plus 6y. Again, collect terms first before you start multiplying off. And again, you can tick them off if you like. So the 2x squared, that's the only one. Got 2xy minus 3xy, so that's minus xy. That's all good. Minus 4x is the only one. Minus 3y squared is the only one. And 6y is the only one there. So now we've collected it, it's the simplest it can possibly be. We can multiply out again. So 2x times 2x squared, 2 times 2 is 4. So that's 4x cubed. Minus 2 lots of x squared y. Be careful of that. So 2x, x squared y. Minus 4x times 2x is minus 8x squared. Minus 2x times minus 3y squared is minus 6xy squared. And 2x times 6y is going to be 12y. And because we simplified up everything in that big bracket here, we did all the hard work already. So none of these terms can be simplified any further. Okay, end of video.